Hey, how's it going, everybody? Ryan here, and welcome back to my channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good time zone to wherever it is that you are. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far. And as you can see by the title of this video, welcome back to Chillin, our Southern Hemisphere island. And there's a balloon overhead that I can hear that I'm going to ignore for the sake of this intro. That's going to be the hardest thing I'll do all day. Anyways, welcome back to Chillin, our Southern Hemisphere island. And I wanted to more or less just make a video kind of showing off the island, what's going on with it, and addressing and talking about a lot of the questions about this island I've been getting over the last couple of months. Am I still working on it? Am I done? What's going on with it? Where are the streams? And I figured I'd go ahead and more or less just let you guys know what's going on and what I'm hoping to try and accomplish and do with this island, I guess from here on out. So we're going to be doing a little bit of a return to form here. In that this is going to be very similar to the old Animal Crossing and Chill style videos where I'm going to play continuously and then I'm just going to talk, and it's just going to be a podcast style. It's just going to be like I'm just going to just start spilling my thoughts. So as always, kick back, relax, and you know what? That balloon is bothering me to no end. I don't have a slingshot. You win this day, balloon. So really quick, I'm going to run around and I will show you that the reason we have to dust off this island is because for those that have been following the progress of this island for a while now, you will notice as we run around here that, well, unfortunately, not a lot has changed since the last time we visited this island. The last time we visited this island was during a live stream, I think it was a couple of months ago. And like I said before, a lot of people have had a lot of questions about the designing of this island, the process, and things like, you know, the live streams and stuff like that. So what I will address first and foremost is kind of the absence of the Southern Hemisphere live streams. So as the days and weeks and months have gone on, there have been a lot of new games that have been released that I have interest in. And unfortunately, that means that Animal Crossing for the last couple of months has not necessarily taken a back seat, but it certainly hasn't been on my list of priorities as just enjoying gaming in general. Before Animal Crossing New Horizons came out, was a big gamer. I've been playing video games for, you know, the better half of about 10 and a half years. And when new games come out, you know, certainly I want to partake in them and I want to enjoy them as well. And last year, we couldn't really do that. Not that there weren't any games that were released last year that weren't interesting, but nothing like what's coming out soon that I'm interested in. So, for example, on the live streams, I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Snap, which has been amazing. And you know, later on this year, we have the Diamond and Pearl remakes, and next year we have Pokemon Legends Arceus, and you know, as a big Pokemon fan, I'm certainly gonna be playing those. And so once that started to happen, you know, I started playing more of that stuff on live streams over on Twitch. And for those that are following me over on Twitch, you guys have been kind of following along with that as well, and I'm super appreciative. But admittedly, I have kind of missed this. We did stream Animal Crossing over on Twitch yesterday, but it was more or less just kind of like a you know, just a hang out and chill kind of do whatever stream, which I really needed and really enjoyed. So that's not really a full explanation as to why this why I haven't been streaming New Horizons here on YouTube like I was doing kind of around February and March time. And one of the bigger reasons, in addition to just other games coming out, is the and this is something I've kind of talked about before, and I'm going to address, and it's kind of the pressure of island designing. Now, this is like I said, this is kind of a topic that I've touched on previously in regards to 5-star islands, comparing your island to other islands, and things of that nature. And if you know, this might fall in that realm, but you can be the judge of that, I suppose. So over the last couple of months, I have been feeling, unfortunately, a great deal of not necessarily stress, but we'll call it pressure to design this island in a way that that I'm happy with. And when I talk about 5-star islands and I talk about comparing islands to other islands. I'm talking about the massive amount of pictures and information we get regarding other islands on sources like Pinterest and, you know, Instagram, and even here on YouTube. Of course, people do island tours all the time. And I'm not saying that I, you know, wake up and compare this island to those islands and feel, you know, not good enough and that maybe I should just quit. But there are all these different ideas around Animal Crossing in regards to how to design your island that I don't want to copy a lot. You know, there are certain ways to design your home. There are certain ways to design areas of your home. There are certain ways to you know, design neighborhood sections and things like that, and those are really, really great. But sometimes I do want to make sure that I am making something that is at least somewhat my own. I always preach about getting inspiration from those types of videos and pictures. That way you're not always comparing. And unfortunately, I have been feeling the pressure of not doing so. And it's more for the fact that whenever I come back to this island and whenever I show it to you guys, I want there to have been, honestly, some sort of like extravagant change to it. I want the neighborhood section to look really, really great. And what I've kind of come to the conclusion of, how do I say that? What I've come to the conclusion of, no, that sounds about right, is that I am just not the greatest island designer. I know that a lot of people will argue with that, given the state of my Northern Hemisphere island currently. There are a lot of people who, you know, maybe think I'm being a bit too humble about that stuff. But, you know, as the days go on, we get a lot more stuff, like in regards to how people are designing their island. And the more that I see it, the more I'm thinking like, dang, that is so creative and that is so clever. How on earth did you come up with that? I could never come up with anything like that. And yeah, it's I certainly don't think that I'm the worst at designing an island. I have my moments, and I would say my Northern Hemisphere island is certainly one of them. But certainly sometimes I don't feel as creative as some of the more I would say popular designs that have been coming out lately. Like, people have been doing the illusions with the umbrellas and things like that, and doing all the crazy different like bus designs, cafe designs with the little standout, the standee with the face cut out. And it's been fantastic and awesome to see what the Animal Crossing community can accomplish. But yeah, I would be remiss if I didn't admit that sometimes I see that stuff, and sometimes I log in and I try to figure out, you know, what I can do to make this island something special. And it's kind of affected my not only my playthrough of this particular island, but also my output here on YouTube. And oh, that's right, it's Sunday. See, I haven't bought turnips from Daisy May in so long, and not that I have any money to do so anyway. But what I've kind of come to the conclusion to, I would say, over the last you know, few days, as I think about this island and I think about what I wanted to accomplish and what I hope to do, there is one thing that I know that I am good at, and it's kind of evidenced by I guess the growth of this channel, the feedback from you all, and that is I am really, really good at playing this game and just talking. And I've been trying to lift the pressure off of myself of trying to make sure that, you know, like I said before, that there's something magical or special with this island, that every time you open up a RyanFTW video, you're going to see something pretty crazy. But if I'm being honest, sometimes with not a lot of content here in New Horizons that isn't island designing, sometimes I do wish that I could get over just wanting to pull the game up and just start talking about anything, whether it be about New Horizons or just something going on in my I guess in my personal life or just life in general. I like to use these my voice just cracked really bad there. I like to use these videos as a, like I said before, a means of a podcast, which was the whole essence of the Animal Crossing and Chill series when it first came out. And I guess as the days go on, I want to stop thinking about what it takes to make a great island and more or less start focusing on what makes me not see. When I say things like what makes me happy, I feel like it's like some weird like not sob story. That's a harsh way to put it, but you know what I mean. But I want to more focus on just kind of doing what I did in the very beginning, which was to, I would say, just play the game and chat. You know, there are a lot of people who really, really like that, apparently. And given the growth of the channel, it's hard for me to deny that. And that's kind of what I want to do. And another thing I want to do is I want to stop focusing on what I've seen to help influence what I end up doing here. I no longer want to feel this fear of, you know, well, this is the kind of design that I saw here, and so I want to try and either match that or be better than that. The whole reason I started this island was to show people that you don't have to do crazy terraforming to design a great island. And in the beginning, it was not too difficult, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. I mean, you know, the plaza section, the campsite area, I was able to work on that pretty steadily, and really without any sort of care, I was able to design that no problem. And yeah, I don't know what happened. I think it's because like the neighborhood section kind of got me a little stressed out. I wanted to make sure that every villager had a decent area to not necessarily live in, because they don't, I mean, let's be honest, they don't really live on your island. They more or less just walk around. But I wanted to make sure that I had enough space, and then I started to do like a grid system like I did when I first started the Northern Hemisphere island, and the more that I did it, the more that I started to be a little bit more conscious about the overall design of it. And I know that a lot of people are going to tell me like, you know, that doesn't matter, we just enjoy the content, we just enjoy, you know, even just like morning chats and morning talks. It might not be morning for you now when I post this, but it might be morning for you, you know, the next time you watch it. And I'm going to try and embrace that. I would like to try and finish this island sometime soon. And maybe that's another thing too. Maybe it's because I also bought this Switch to do this island way quicker than I probably should have. I was in the middle of restarting my first island in the Northern Hemisphere, and then I was so excited to try something different that I ended up buying another Switch to make this island. And so a lot of my effort at the end of last year was to work on the Northern Hemisphere island, and so now we have the Southern Hemisphere island here, which took a back seat. And then as time went on, like I said, it kept on taking a back seat, and now here we are. Wait, what? Oh my gosh, I put them all in my... I had a brain fart moment there because, well, first I was giving my throat a break, and then I was like, wait a minute, I just dug up like 18 fossils. What are you talking about? So what that means is that every episode for the Southern Hemisphere island we release may not be the most... You know, it may not be the greatest designing episode ever, and even now I'm not really doing any designing here, like I said, and in the title of this video we're more or less just dusting off this island in preparation for the continuation of it. But I will certainly do my best to provide a podcast style Animal Crossing series that I'm really, really proud of, and one that I, you know, was super proud of when a lot of people were discovering the channel. And so if that's what you came here for, I know that a lot of people, they discover my villager hunt videos and then they end up watching everything else. And, you know, for some folks, the villager hunt videos is really all they're looking for. But for others that just enjoy the regular channel content, I'm going to do my best to try and do that for you. And so what does this mean for Animal Crossing streams, especially here on YouTube, which is something that I've been kind of testing out and doing for the last couple of months, which, you know, it's been a while. Nook's Cranny is closed. I can't buy a shovel. Do I have my pipe? Yeah, I do. Even though it's just right up there, I'm going to use this because it's awesome. when it comes to Animal Crossing streams, there is unfortunately still a great deal of stress and pressure that I feel whenever it comes to designing. I never want to feel like I'm overall like wasting someone's time on a live stream. You know, for a video, you can just click out and you can kind of pause and kind of come back to the content whenever you so choose. But for a live stream, you know, everything happens right up front, and you kind of have to like, it's difficult to go back in and try and catch up from where you are when something's happening live. Sure, the VOD is there for you to go back and watch as well, but overall, it's not as easy of a platform or of content to manage than it is for a video. So live streams for this game, unfortunately, are probably going to continue to take a backseat as I get a little bit more comfortable with just designing this island in general. It was kind of a hard thing to live stream an island design for 2 to 3 hours and then not really feel like I had any idea what to design. For those that are like super amazing island designers, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you wake up every day and like think of something to make. I just can't do it. It's like so hard for me. But what this will allow me to do is it will allow me to bring back, I would say, more or less the essence of why I really, really like this game, why I really enjoyed it. And I'm surprised I don't have a workbench out here. Maybe I put it away. So yeah, if that's something you guys are interested in, and I'm sure that most of you are, who are, you know, still subscribed to this channel, who are discovering this video, if you're binge watching the rest of my videos, if you would like to see more of a return to form a little bit. I know that, you know, a couple of months ago I said that I was going to more or less retire the Animal Crossing and Chill series, but if I'm being completely honest, I kind of miss this 5 a.m. Animal Crossing New Horizons vibe chats thing. So I don't know if this is going to be, I don't know if I would turn this essentially into like a weekly podcast thing, or if it's just whenever I felt like talking about something, but certainly if this is something that kind of interests you guys, by all means, please feel free to like the video and let me know. It's the fastest way to let me know that, you know, an idea or something that we've done here on the channel is something that that you vibe with. And of course, you know, if my more or less revelation about the live streams and stuff as well is not something that you vibe with, I'm not saying, you know, I'm not saying that a dislike would help me understand, because it's kind of a harsh it's not really a harsh thing to deal with, but sometimes, you know, you hate to see it. But feedback is feedback in any capacity, and certainly not all of it can be positive, even though you do your best to try. There's a quote that I've come across recently that kind of applies to a lot of different things, especially as someone who does things like live streaming and stuff like that, and that is, you can be the sweetest peach on the tree, but not everybody likes peaches. I know I don't really like do a lot of philosophical kind of statements here on this channel, but I think that even if you don't make content on YouTube, live stream on Twitch, or anything of the sort, I think that if you're going through something in life that you can apply that to, I would say it's certainly a good one. But otherwise, that's pretty much all the thoughts I had about this Southern Hemisphere island thing. I apologize, you know, through and through, and with as immensely as I can for the lack of content and videos for this island. I do want to get back to it, and if that means going back to form to a video series that I thought wasn't really doing it for me, maybe that's all I needed. Maybe that was just me taking a break and realizing how much I actually enjoyed doing this. And if that's what it takes, then that's what I'll do. For those that have been part of the live streams over the last couple of months, and, you know, over the last 6 months especially, I just want to say thank you so much for hanging out over on Twitch. YouTube is pretty crazy when it comes to the live streams, and so I think I'm going to keep more of the variety streaming over on Twitch, and then I do plan on posting variety content video-wise here on YouTube as well. I don't know if it's going to be more or less funny highlight videos of stuff that happens over on Twitch, or if I'm going to find a video game that I really enjoy making videos on, like I did when Animal Crossing New Horizons came out. But whatever the case may be, I think we'll go ahead and wrap this video up here. It's a beautiful Sunday morning outside, and I'm going to be spending the day with my wife here. And so I guess I will come back to this, and, you know, we'll keep on working on this island, and you guys, I want to bring you along for the process, and that's what we'll do. thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for sticking with me, and thank you all so much for all the love on the videos and the channel as of late. I still do enjoy doing this, and I still do enjoy hanging out with everybody, and certainly I have no intentions of stopping that anytime soon. Like I said before, if you enjoyed this video and want to see more videos like this in the future, be sure to like it. And if you are new to the channel and want to see more videos like that in the future, be sure to subscribe and even turn notifications on, that we can be notified when videos like these are posted on YouTube. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to finish this out, see what else I have to do here. But otherwise, thank you so much. And until the next time, have a wonderful day, folks. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. I should put a fountain here. Oh, that's right. I put the fountain up here in the park. Okay. Well, I guess we'll go back to Plaza Core.